YouTube fam, what's up? It's your boy DKG72 and I'm back with another video in my series on creating a comic strip. Now last week we went over kind of the thought process, the philosophies, why creating a comic strip helps you as an artist express yourself. Now this week I was supposed to be going over all the tools of the trade, but then I made this video yesterday. So it really isn't too much to talk about except something I think every comic book artist should be using to create comic strips. At least should try out, because obviously there are many different ways that you can create a comic strip. You know, of course, if you're a digital artist and you're working on your Wacom, your iPad or whatever, you're set. But if you're more of a traditional type of artist, one thing that I do recommend above anything else is getting this, the Canson comic strip paper. And I'm gonna tell you why. The Canson comic strip boards, or fanboy boards as they're called by Canson, I don't know why, that kind of demeans them a little bit. They're a pre-ruled professional quality board. It's a 2-ply Bristol. It's smooth. The one thing I noticed about this is it's not that bright. It's kind of it's a little duller than I would personally like. But the great thing about it is that it allows you to draw your comic strip at a larger size, which of course, you know, you always want to draw big and then reduce down, because that's just how we work. Sometimes we, you know, unless you like to do those super tiny thumbnails, then blow up. This allows you to draw big and then of course you reduce down. Basically how it's set up is pre-ruled, like I said before, and it allows you to do a comic strip in either a single panel, a double panel, 2 panels, a 3 panel, or a 4 panel comic strip. This is actually one of the best papers that I've ever seen. Well, it's actually the only paper I've ever seen that's created strictly for creating comic strips. What I can tell you about this paper is that it's a very good paper. Obviously you can use other mediums on it like watercolor, things like that, but normally I just go in and I'll just do a nice regular pencil, blue pencil type of drawing, ink over it, bam, looks good. All around it just makes for a good presentation. And the other thing I like about it is that it does kind of turn your comic strip into more than just sort of a disposable form of art, but the art form in itself, because it is this nice Bristol board that you can of course, you know, use individually. You can also then mount and frame those said Bristol board, create art displays of your work. I think that's very important, especially as an artist, and we're also always looking for ways to maximize and increase the profitability of our work. Say for instance you create a comic strip, the comic strip is pretty popular, you put it out online, you put it out in print, then you gather those up and then you put out a book of all of your comic strips, which is one way. Then say for instance you get with what we would call more of a trendy or more forward-thinking type of art gallery. You can then take your framed artwork and post it up, and people will actually go and look at it and be like, oh, that's great, these are funny comic strips. So there's a lot of different options that you're afforded by using this type of a board. It's something that I highly recommend. It's something I think every artist should at least try doing a couple comic strips on it, just to see if you like it. It's something that I really think that we all could be using, especially young artists, pros, everybody. Not a long video today, guys. I just really wanted to talk to you about this Canson Fanboy comic strip paper, let you know what I felt about it and how I feel it is probably the best comic strip paper, and I think the only one in the world. But they did a high quality product, and that's something that we all can be happy about. Alright guys, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button and share it all over the internet. Now if you're new here, we'd like to welcome you to the family. Go ahead and subscribe so that you can come back and, you know, see more videos. And speaking of coming back, I need everybody to hit the bell icon, because that is how you find out when I post new videos, and because, you know, we got to defeat the YouTube algorithm. That's the only way to do it. If you want to get in touch with me, you can. I'm always on Instagram and Twitter at DKG72. If you want to follow me on my Facebook fan page or even on my TikTok, that's David Gordon 72. And if you really like the channel and you would like to support, go ahead and click the link for my Patreon, which will be listed in the description down below. It's your boy DKG72, guys. I'm out, and I will holler at y'all later. Peace.